Hello everybody, it's time for another recent finds video. Now, this first item is not something I buy every week. This is a Classic Carlectables 118 model. It's die-cast, of course. And it's quite a well-detailed model of a 118 Holden EH utility, which is from 1964, I believe. Yeah, this one I purchased because I went down to my local model shop, Diecast for You, where I buy majority of my 118 scale models and some 143s as well. The reason I bought this one, I had a couple of supercars models come in, which were Dick Johnson Shell V-Power racing models. And whilst I was at the shop, I noticed on the table of half-priced 118s, there was this EH. And it has the Caltex livery on it. And I thought that was quite good. There is another one at full price I wouldn't mind getting, which is I think it's called Bahama Green or something like that, because a man up the road from me where I grew up had one. And yeah, I'd like to get one for that reason. Normally I don't collect standard road cars in 118, but as this was a nice model, I decided to get it. And my late father-in-law, he used to work for Caltex as a truck driver delivering fuel. So, you know, that's another good reason to get it, I thought. I will do a more detailed video of it later on. So we'll get into some other finds. I got this duck and roll in this orange colour. Yeah, I don't know what the go with these is, but I like them. I have a couple of others, I think. I think I've got a monster truck one too. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I got the Pass and Go, which is of course the Monopoly car, which last came out in Zamak silver. So I don't know whether I bought one of these before, but this one I bought to make sure I had it, because this actually looks really good to me. So yeah, I'm happy to get that one. The latest version of the Alfa Romeo Giulia TI Super. Now this looks great in the, I suppose, metallic olive green. I know it's metallic green, but I'm describing it as an olive. Yeah, I wish the base was green, perhaps. but maybe the yellow looks all right. I really like this casting, and I like the green, so I can happily live with that. Yellow on the front, because it's part of the yellow base, isn't it? Now I got a new neon speeders, and I managed to find a Nissan GTR R35 looking pretty in pink. How did the scalpers miss this one? I mean, it's JDM. Yeah, but was really pleased to find that one. So, yeah, that was a great find. I think the pink looks pretty good on it too. So, there is that. Now, this one I found from the Marvel Spider-Man series is the Combat Medic. In this, well, I guess this is Zamac. It's got a bit of weight to it, so it's quite possible this has a metal base or just a heavy body. But yeah, I was happy to find this. Other than this one, there's just the fished and chipped, which I got some time ago. But otherwise, the other cars, yeah, I wasn't a fan of, but very happy to find this one. So there's that. Another lucky find was an Aston Martin Aramco Formula One team car. Of course, same casting, different livery, but yeah, looks good. They're not, unfortunately, one of the better teams in the Formula One paddock, and they should be with a prestigious company like Aston Martin behind them, but one of the drivers, I think, is the owner's son, Lance Stroll. So, unfortunately, they're not that good. And they got Fernando Alonso, who's 40-something now. He still goes all right, but the cars, yeah, just making up the numbers. Yeah, tonight the Formula One will be on sometime late at night, so I'll be tuning in. Now, the next one I found was the latest Ferrari 365 GTB4 Competizione. At last. Yeah, this was a bit of a struggle to find this one, so very pleased to get it. Now, this is one I really wanted to get, the 41 Willies. I like this casting and this flat lilac colour, or satin lilac. Looks really good. I love these old hot rod castings that Hot Wheels does. Matchbox does as well. Even of standard vintage type vehicles, they're great. Now, I got this Hot Ones from a Target. It's in, I guess, a cherry or a root beer colour. What are they? Spectre Flame. Yeah, this was the only one left, and there were 3 of them on the pegs. But this is a really good casting. Yeah, 32 Ford's good. And even the Tarago van, I'd like that. Yeah, and there's a few others. The Alfa Romeo, I wonder whether I've got that. I got some mystery models. Now, this is number 2, which is a Corvette. What one's this? This is a Stingray. Is it a 69? I think it is. Yeah, the wheels are good on it. Paint's all right. But the lacquered detail at the back is pretty ordinary. Yeah. Yeah, and number 2, this is one of the ones people hunt for because it's harder to find. But yeah, it's a bit of a letdown. But that's the thing that could happen with a mystery car. Got another mystery car. And this is number 1. This is the Acura NSX, otherwise known as the Honda NSX. Being number 1, this is the Chase. Yeah, this one looks quite good. It's got some nice shadow stripes on the bonnet. The Acura badge. It's got the taillight details. Hot Wheels license plate. Yeah, that one's a good one. Whilst we're on those, this is a Honda NSX Type R, not an Acura. This is from the Fast and Furious set. This is a bit of a hard to find one. So I think that would be the same casting, I'd imagine. Yeah. One's an Acura and one's a Honda. Yeah, so that one's pretty nice. I mean, so's that Mystery Models one. Not quite as nice because it's not a premium. Now, I've previously got the BMW M5, which I was informed by Chris from CRA Diecast isn't black. It's actually a dark metallic green. Yeah, like the BMW 635 from a little while back. I'll do another couple of premiums. Now, this Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk from 2019 is from the Power Trip series. And I actually found, first up, the Ford F-150 SVT Lightning. There's a Mercedes CLA AMG Black Series and the 94 Mustang SVO. Just need the BMW M3 to complete this set, so hopefully one day. But yeah, the Trackhawk, that's one I definitely wanted, so another pleasing find. Now another one I got, the BMW 318 Ti from 1995. These things look really good in the front. I like those, but the back, it's a bit stubby on these ones. But pleasingly, it's got the tail light details, the BMW badge, the 318 Ti badge, the license plate, and you got the headlight detail, grille, BMW badge. So that's a pretty decent one. Now, the Porsche 911 Rally from 1985, I think. I think this one's been around for a while, but haven't managed to find it. But I got it now. It's a nice charcoal metallic. The details on the roof are painted in, which is some great details. The little insert on the spoiler or whale tail, that appears to be painted, or is it just the light? Just the light. But headlight detail, no tail light detail, but with that roof detail, that makes up for it. So that's really good. That's a pleasing one. Now one more from Matchbox. Got this moving parts Ford Mustang SVT Cobra from 1995. Not the prettiest of the Mustangs, these, but it's good to see they made it. I think this model actually made it into Australia, or series of Mustang. Yeah, okay. It's got the 5 litre or 5.0 under the bonnet. And that's nicely detailed. So that's pretty good. So I'll leave that with the bonnet up. Got a couple of the vintage racing series. This is number 5 in the series, the Lancia Stratos, in this livery that's reminiscent of is it Air Italia or Alalita livery? Yeah, that they had when they were rallying back in the 80s. I really like the look of these. This first came out as a mainline, and you don't see it a lot. And it's a great casting. They mustn't have sold a lot of them, but it's good that they make it as a premium because, as I said, it's a great casting of a great old rally car. Now, this one from the Vintage Racing series, this one's the one I wanted the most. It's actually not the most sought after, because the most sought after, I think, I don't even know whether the Ferrari is. It should be, but I think the Porsche 917LH and the Greenwood Corvette are the most sought after out of this set. Then the Ferrari. Out of this one and the Lancia, I don't know, but the reason I like this, because this is in the same livery that John Goss and Armin Hahn won Bathurst way back in 1985 with, as part of Tom Walkinshaw Racing Team's effort. They brought 3 cars out, but it was their oldest car, and it was one that had won, I think, the Spa 24-hour race. Yeah, so I'm really pleased they did this livery. I do like this one a lot. Yeah, John Goss was a good Ford man for, well, about 12 years of his racing career, maybe a bit longer. And then he switched to Jaguar and, yeah, he's still around. He's 82, I believe, or 81, so, which is surprising. I thought he'd be a bit older because he's been around for a long time. All right, one more. I seen this at a Toymate store that I was at. It's an Ozwheels. It's from the Bonanza burnout competition that they sponsored down at Sydney's Eastern Creek Dragway, or is it Sydney Dragway? Yeah. And I had thought about ordering this off their website, but when I seen this in a store, it cuts out the postage. So that's at least $10. It might be more for this size, I don't know. But it could be the same as for a single car, like I've currently got on order. I really like the XY because it's got the mags on the front, which are like a Simmons FR90, otherwise known as Buds. And on the back, it looks like it's got a set of stock steel wheels for doing burnouts, which are perfect. And the HZ panel van, not a HJ or a HX or a HQ. That's pretty neat. I really do like the look of that panel van. The flames on it over the satin black look really nice. Same with the XY with the gold stripes it's got. It does have the ugly hat supercharger, which I'm not a big fan of, but it looks good on this model. And with the chrome wheels, that's a nice panel van. So I do see on Facebook a lot of people call these overpriced junk, but I do like them. They're Australian, and who else makes them? Nobody. So, you know, they've reinvigorated the 164 market, Australian model-wise. I mean, 20 to 25 years ago, you had Bianchi doing that, and the interest wasn't there. If they released some of the cars they were doing today, Bianchi, they'd go so well. They had Cobras, they had Holden dealer team cars like the Blue Meanie. There were HSV cars like the VL Walkinshaw. There were XY, XW GTs, GTHOs, XA to XB GTs, Tirana A9Xs, Tirana L34s. They had it all. But I don't know, the interest wasn't there. I guess they were the equivalent of $25 to $30 today. They were $16 at the time, but of course with inflation and cost of living, you know, things go up. So I think probably even close to $30, but the detail was outstanding. With that, that's a wrap. Once again, thanks for viewing. Hope you're all well and in good health. Till next time, goodbye.